Hey, welcome back. This is Silver Roses. I know it's been a long time since I actually uploaded something. Actually, maybe about a month or two. But I'm here to actually talk about the new Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker game that I've been having a lot of issues with, actually. So, where do I even actually begin? Well, for one, I bought the game digitally on PS4, and I can't talk to Sakura at the end. Talking to Sakura at the end sticks me on a waiting to claim items screen for who knows how long. One time I left the game on all night, and when I woke up and turned the TV screen back on, it was still there. So Sakura is bugged for some people. I reported this to Bandai Namco, and of course I got almost no response that helped. They stated that because nobody else is reporting a similar issue, that the issue basically doesn't exist almost. That's a pretty stupid thing to say to a customer. I would say, especially if someone who spent $60 to play your game plus the $30 for the season pass. But that's besides the point. The game is fun. It's super fun to play. I just have a problem with the fact that every time I do a mission, I can't talk to Sakura, which means I'm not allowed to customize my character unless I turn the game off and turn it back on. Which at this point I've done over 100 times now because yeah, I think I have like 23 hours in the game right now at this current moment. I've been playing it a lot. Um, so, another problem that I'm having, with the game is we just got a new update, and the update came with a few balance patches. And what did they do? They buffed attack types. Yay! And so I looked and I was like, okay, so what did they change about range types? And it was literally almost nothing. And I'm like, okay, so Fireball Jutsu is still going to be the only jutsu that you're going to see in most of these matches because there's no reason to not use Fireball Jutsu. Everybody's just going to use that jutsu. And the other ones are kind of worthless. The Flame Control doesn't have any knockback properties and does nearly or roughly the same amount of damage with a lower amount of tracking. I mean, you can dodge it simply by jumping after all, so it's not really that big of a deal. Amaterasu sucks, and every ult that isn't Kirin for the range type seems to be exceptionally weak. Speaking of weak ults, we're going to go into that because it feels like Kirin might actually be a little bit weaker than it lets on. Sometimes you'll hit a whole team with Kirin and nobody will die, for example. They'll be left with like a quarter health or more, even though their attack types or range types getting hit by the jutsu. One big issue that I have is that the Planetary Devastation just received a lower charge time, which means you can get the move faster. And if you're good at kicking butt, which attack types are, because attack types can pretty much touch of death combo anybody in the game, then after about 4 or 5 kills, you've got Planetary Devastation. And while they claim to have reduced the range on it, I'm still catching 3 or 4 people at a time anyway, because 9 times out of 10, somebody using Planetary Devastation is going to use it in the middle of a crowd regardless. So reducing the range when increasing the power of the pull didn't actually help when it came to dealing with that move. The move is still just as strong and is still probably the best ult in the game. If we compare it to a move like Kirin, attack types feel extremely overpowered to me. I mean, giving armor to Rasengan now, and then giving barrier destroying capability to the Rasen Shuriken, giving the attack types a safe distance ranged attack to defeat defense types, as well as the fact that they pretty much have priority in attack. Even if you guys press the attack button at the same time, the attack type will get out of your attack or hit you at the same time and trade and be able to combo you instead. So the attack types give touch of death combos, they get super armor abilities that are Russians, and they have a free easy one-hit kill ult that can team wipe. So if we compare it to like the range types that have Kirin is heavily telegraphed and easy to dodge a lot of the time. And now it's not even guaranteed a one-hit kill, which means that Kirin is like super inferior in comparison to the already super strong Planetary Devastation. And range types are inferior to the already strong attack type characters. Yeah, you can keep them at bay a little bit by spamming fireballs all day if you want to try that. But Lariat and now Rasengan will punch a hole straight through it. And you can combo right after hitting those attacks, meaning that, oh yeah, you tried to zone them, but it didn't work. Rasengan also has the ability to hit multiple people at once. So if you're grouped up or if your healer's nearby trying to help you out, well, they just got hit too. And they can switch target, so they'll probably attack your healer instead and kill them real quick before finishing you off. And now the attack type can technically have 2 armor moves, because now they can have Rasengan and Lariat at the same time, meaning that they can power through one of your ranged specials and hit you, and then power through your next one and hit you and kill you. And I don't know, wow, I can't talk. They buffed the durations and stuff on the awakening skills. So 7 heavenly breaths and 8 gates and the lightning chakra mode. They got extended periods of time, and you already know how useful those could be. An attack type doesn't actually need PD to kill after all. They can just use their ult to self-heal and make themselves a walking Super Saiyan or an indomitable fortress. Like, you can't make them a tank and a bunker buster at the same time and call it balanced. Right now, defense types took an extreme hit and now they're super weak. Range types are okay, but attack types pretty much beat out every other type. So right now I'm really hoping that they'll plan on fixing that, but I also really want them to fix this Sakura bug that I'm having, because I was hoping that the patch fixed it, but it didn't. The patch did make finding matches a little bit quicker, and that's always helpful. I got it in a good 12 matches earlier today, but I still can't talk to Sakura and customize my character, and I don't know, I just wanted to get it out there, so hopefully anybody else who sees this will relate and probably report it to Bandai Namco. Let me know in the comments section if you're having the same issues or feel any of the same ways that I do about certain things. I feel like certain range type ults should have been buffed. Definitely. Range type units got almost no cater to. They didn't get touched at all pretty much during this latest update. And Jiraiya still isn't here. Of course he'll be here on Friday, I think the 5th. But it's taken them so long. It's been a month of games release, and we are finally getting one character from that data mine list for DLC. I mean, it's a season pass. I thought the DLC was supposed to come out within the season, but we might not even finish the DLC roster at this rate until sometime next year. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. Give me a like or subscribe if you want more. I'm going to probably try and upload a little bit more Shinobi Striker content. And I have a review coming up later. And I'm going to keep that review a secret. Boom, daddy. But that's besides the point. Thank you for watching. Peace out.